Hey guys, this is DJ Allie, the NO Kitty Patootie, and I'm going to give you a tour of my tattoos. So first on this tattoo tour, I think that it would be best if I probably go in the order that I got them, because that's the easiest way for me to tell these stories, I guess. But anyway, my first tattoo is this fleur-de-lis. First tattoo is the tattoo I hate the most also, believe it or not. I got this fleur-de-lis, shout out to my girl Martina. We used to live together, and then one day I was like, I want a tattoo. And she was like, we'll go get a tattoo. And we both decided to get fleur-de-lis. And I saw this awesome fleur-de-lis in the book, I think, and it was like all broken up. And I was like, wow, because it was like right after Katrina. I was like, oh, this is gonna be so great. I'm gonna have this broken fleur-de-lis because everybody after Katrina who got fleur-de-lis, of course we thought it was so original. Not. But anyway, I told the guy that I wanted it exactly how the picture was. The picture had no shading. He did what he wanted to do. And put shading. I was like, ain't this something? Ain't this about nothing? You know what I mean? And it's not directly in the middle of my arm. Shout out to my tattoo artist, Cole Young, for always pointing it out every time we talk about this. So it just becomes one of those like lessons that I learned in tattoos. Like that's when I started being really picky about artists that I pick, because he did what he wanted. So moving on to my second tattoo, which also it was a learning experience too. Not as bad as the first one, but it's still a learning experience. It's actually on my legs, so I pick it up. Bear with me here. There's the, can you see it? Can you see it? There's the second one. Yeah. The second one is kind of weird because it's another random I want a tattoo night. But I had went to this tattoo shop. It's not there anymore. It's on Canal Street. And I also found out that the person that gave my tattoo went to jail. And I don't know whatever happened to him after the whole jail thing. But so the tattoo shop on Canal Street, and I would always walk in it. And I saw this tattoo and I was like, I want to get a tattoo. But I didn't even know what the tattoo read, right? So I had to ask the people. You think that when you have to ask people what it means, you probably shouldn't get it? Now I was young and dumb. So he told me it said rebel. Well, at that time in my life, I was like, oh, I'm just this rebel. I'm just doing all this different stuff and I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm gonna get a tattoo that say that. The problem is, the way that tattoo is, I'm not quite sure if the R is at the top or at the bottom. So when people ask me what it is, because I was always like, I'm gonna get a tribal tattoo, they ask me how to read it, I be like, it says rebel. And they be like, which way? Just know that it says rebel. At least I think that it says rebel. So who knows what I really have on my leg, but it doesn't matter because it looks still cool. So it's kind of like a little shape. Some when people look at me and be like, she got stupid girl on her back on leg. I don't think they do that. Number 3 that I'm going to show y'all, I might have to stand up for this one too. Number 3 that I'm going to show y'all. Everybody who sees this tattoo does not think that this person did this tattoo because he is so far from what this tattoo looks like. So let me tell y'all something. You're a tattoo artist's real friend when you have that person's like first 2 or 3 years work on your body. You can't never say you like, that's my artist. Or like, some people like, that's my artist. I think, no, you can't say you down with an artist unless you have early works on your body. This tattoo here is a good old Cole Young tattoo that nobody thinks is a Cole Young tattoo. But it is. Basically, I found out, I think I might have found Cole again on Facebook. Probably how everybody found their friends after Katrina. And I found out he was doing tattoos. What's so crazy about Cole Young is, at the time, this is how his tattoos looked, and they still looked doper than most people. So that's kind of crazy, because I think he's so advanced now that it's like, oh my God, that can't be cool. But it's like, nah, this was kind of cool. So anyway, I got this tattoo. It's supposed to be a sneaker fairy, because at one point that was like one of my little alter egos, and I have an obsession with fairies. So this is like the first fairy that he tatted on me. And I remember being like, not realizing that I was gonna mess up this tattoo because I had to go to work the next day, and I used to get latex, so my pants would be like rubbing up against it. So I think that's really why it's mostly messed up, and then we never really updated it. So that was my 3rd tattoo. So that started me in the Cole Young, our relationship as far as a tattoo artist. So then we have my infamous cat that everybody see on me. So I used to always tell people cheesy joke. I got 3 cats because I always have a pet cat. So I had a pet cat, a cat, and a cat. Corny, huh? That's real corny. But anyway, so I'm sorry. So anyway, I had this journal. Remember how in the 10 things video, if y'all watched that one, now go back and watch it. I said I have this journal, I have this little favorite cats, and it said perfect ideas. I always find journals with either cats or fairies, and this one had a cat on it, but it was like a what you call it, like a, I don't know what you call it, like a bad cat, because he was like, and I was like, I don't want that on me. I don't want a cat that's like, so when I went to call, I was like, I want this cat, but we gotta make him more like, so we made him more like, He's still going out, but he's going like that in like a cute way. So that's my little pink cat. I don't know, I can't remember if the cat was pink on the journal. I had to be pink. Also, small thing, I'm not gonna say I'm the reason my code does color, but I used to be in the early years the main one asking code for color. Like I used to be like, I want color, like I'm light skinned, but I want just a black and white tattoo. So it says, making a mess as I progress. No time to cry about it, just do better. I added the just because I just didn't like do better. But one of my favorite bands is Gym Class Hero. One of my favorite, like I guess you say leading guys is Trevor McCoy, and it's from one of my favorite songs by him, which is On My Own. And I had to fight Cole for these words. Do you understand me? Not physically fight, but I would go in the shop and always ask, like, I want to get these words, and he's like, I'm not typing them. And he's like, I'm not tattooing a paragraph on you. Like he would always say, like, I want this word. I don't even know how how I broke him down, because he came up with putting them like that. I don't remember how I even broke him down to get these words, but I would go in, as soon as he was like skin deep next to Ruckus on John Street Road, I would be like, I want these words, you can't, like I'm telling you, he was like, you can't fit that on your side, and we would go back and forth about it. I don't even know how I broke him down. I promise you I don't. I just know one day, maybe he was just in a good mood that day and was like, yeah, I'm tattooed on you. So that's how I got those words on my side. So the next one is on my back, which I always kind of forget what's here. I'm gonna tell you why, I don't know what it is. Okay, so I get a call late at night, or text maybe it was, can't remember which one, from Cole. He was like, yo, what you doing tomorrow? I'm like, nothing. I need you to be in this tattoo contest. Okay, cool. Never asked what the thing was. Didn't know. That's when you know you also trust your tattoo artist, and you know that he's gonna beast out something on your back. So come to find out, the theme was Mardi Gras, something like that. And it worked perfectly for me because I was in a band, and Mardi Gras does mean a lot to me, you know, in those sense. So, you know, it kind of fit with me wanting to always have tattoos that I could kind of link some kind of way into my life, into my personality. So it was cool. I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. You see somebody with a sleeve on, first of all, don't jack their arm because that's very rude. 2, just kind of gently pull their arm, look at it, but please don't ask them to explain it because there's a lot in a little space. It's not one story there. Most people get sleeves in pieces like I did. So this sleeve started with my fairy, and it was kind of like an update of this fairy, and I was also told by Cole I couldn't get no more fairies after this. I don't want another fairy, I'm getting another fairy. But, so this is like the for real sneaker fairy. I put my name on there on my shoes, Allie B. You know, mom was like, why would anybody put their name on there? By this point, my mama pretty much was like, this is what you're doing. I guess you're just gonna mark up your body. That's kind of what she said with it. Now she doesn't really say anything. Now she trying to get a tattoo. So anyway, so shout out to my homie Ed. He always say Allie with the baddies because it was a last minute decision to put Allie B on the shoe. So the way it looks, it kind of looks like it say Allie instead of Allie, but it's really Allie. It was like super last minute. I was like, oh, put my name on my shoe. And then Cole's kind of looking like, well, I didn't really draw the shoe. Okay, we just gonna do it. So anyway, so I got my name on there. So this actually came off another journal of mine. It was like this super mythical, like, fairy. And I made her into Tinkerbell, basically. She has like the mythical fairy body with the Tinkerbell head. Yeah, that's me. But people who look at it really think that this person is me, because for a long time I used to think I was Tinkerbell, I used to wear my hair like that. So people used to like really thought this was me for a long time. So that's why we had like this flower and all this stuff like this, not to be cliche, that really was part of the picture. I used to always be trying to figure out how can I put the 7 water on my body without putting 7 water or 7. And I was like, I damn sure can't get no skull and crossbone because I feel like that's just not right. I'm Catholic, just no. So when I saw Johnny Cupcakes, it's like a cupcake with the crossbone with the skull on top. That kind of made it okay. That's why we got the cupcakes. Like this is all me like telling Cody stuff, and then he just kind of does his thing. I think I either was going through a breakup or it was something I was going through. And I was just like, I want some headphones on me. I want to remember my radio career and all this stuff. Like, you know, you just think, I kind of was like my mom. I was like, okay, I'm doing radio. It might not be that long of a career. Here I am 10 years. But, so I was like, oh, I'm gonna just get some headphones to remember when I'm older. I'm gonna remember my time as a youngin'. And I used to own this blog / entertainment company called A Lifestyle, and that was one of my proudest moments, I guess you could say, of my career, because I actually followed through a dream of mine, and it was all me, and it was something that I did. Well, not just me, I had a team of people. You know, it was like my dream that I executed, and we were, you know, we were pretty dope blog. We won awards. We were known at different festivals. So I felt like I definitely needed to get my logo tatted on me. Did I really need to get it on the sleeve? But it felt like all this was me. So we needed to keep going with the meanness. So that's where this, everybody was sitting be like, that's dope, but what the hell is that? This used to be my logo that my homegirl Janique, she made for me, so I actually got it tatted on me, which is crazy because I wish I could show y'all because I don't think I really have it anymore. Phones, you know, you lose stuff. But this is like 98% close to what she made. And all Cody did was like look at it and he freehand drew it. So this is when I kind of knew my dude was about to be a problem. Cause I like showed him the logo and he freehanded it, drew it, and then I was like, dang, that's really like, you know, the thing. So then I'm also a writer. I actually published I'm publishing somebody's book. So I was trying to keep up with the theme of me, you know, this is my life. So that's why we have the little feather pen with the ink next to this, because I was a blogger, so it all goes together. Now, this is the last part on this tattoo tour. So there's a tape deck on my sleeve, right? Everybody who sees this tape, well, it's not tape deck, but it's a cassette tape on my sleeve. Everybody who sees this cassette tape thinks that because it looks the way it looks, they think that it's some artistic thing that is supposed to be fading out and it's not supposed to be detailed or it means some type of, I don't know, deep meaning that I probably could just go with. Some instances I let people roll with their little deep meaning on the tape and I'd be like, yeah, that's what that meant. The real story behind this is, I think we were trying to figure out, I don't know if I had started DJing, but we definitely were trying to figure out how to get like some more musical elements into my sleeve. We came up with this tape. You should never come up with ideas with a tattoo artist who's been tattooing all day and you and friends been hanging at the shop all day and it's like 2 o'clock in the morning and then you decide to come up with this idea and then he tells you, yeah, I'm gonna do it right now. You like, for sure, you think? And then once he get right here, he say he tired and come back tomorrow. And it's about maybe 10 years now and tomorrow he never came. It's been like this. So my sleeve, as awesome as my sleeve is very unfinished. It's kind of to the point now where I don't even know if I want to finish it. It's kind of been like this for so long that I kind of just used to it. And I feel like every time I see Cole, he says the same thing every time. Because now he's like, Cole Young, and he's an artist. And he got like a this and that. And he don't, you know, it's like, I'm like I got to be reminded that I have unfinished work out there because I take 1 billion pictures and I'm everywhere. And people see my sleeve. So, I mean, he always tells me, you gotta get back on it. Who's really stopping? Oh, I can't tattoo myself. But he always say we gotta get on. But now I'm like, I don't know if I want it to be updated. Like I'm kind of like, this is old code. You knew, even though it's still very, pretty much you can tell it's code, you know, code, whatever. But I don't know. I've had my tattoos for so long that I'm kind of like, I get married to them, and I'm like, it's fine with me. Even the unfinished cassette tape is fine with me. So that was my little tattoo tour. Hope y'all had fun. Hope you learned some things about me once again. I think you found out I love cats again. But you found out I love fairies too. So I'll be at the cats, at the fairies, sneakers, they can do that. So that's my tattoo tour. I'm trying to start on this arm though. So this arm it looks very uneven to me. Like, I feel like I should have stuff on this arm. And then I meet people and they have 2 arms full, and I always look like, how did y'all do that? Tattoos are so expensive. How did you fill up 2 arms worth of work? I don't get it. But that was my tattoo tour, guys.